Hello, I'm Robin Gibson and this is the Harvard House Money Morsel. Welcome back, thank you for joining us again. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell so that you get a notification when we release a new video. We're just ahead of the Easter weekend and I thought it would be very opportune to introduce you to maybe someone who is more behind the scenes but very critical to our business. So a very warm welcome to Pete Smith. Hello, Pete.
Hello, Rob.
So Pete Smith is the Chief Executive Officer of Harvard House Group. Pete, I know that most people would expect that CEOs are great big figureheads, but it's not really your role. Maybe tell us a little bit about you and kind of how you got to where you are. You know, give us your background so people who don't know you can learn a little bit about you.
Sure, Rob. So Rob, I trained as a chartered accountant. I was at PricewaterhouseCoopers. It was then Coopers and Lybrand, and did my articles and training there and stayed on as a manager for about 4 years after my articles, and then joined Nigel along with my fellow colleague from Coopers, Duncan Taylor, largely at that stage as an audit and tax partner.
Yes.
So that was my role, but I think right through that period I had a passion for the sort of organisation, the team, the people, the functioning of it, and so my role sort of evolved over time.
Yeah. So it led to the point. I think I can remember quite clearly. We got to the point where we said, Pete, you know, you spend so much time thinking after hours on your clients, you can never bill that. Maybe it would be the best value for money to actually spend that time thinking about us. So maybe give an insight of you're not one of these figurehead guys, but to us you're no less valuable. So tell us what your role entails and what you spend most of your time doing for the benefit of the clients, actually, at the end of the day.
Rob, I suppose you could maybe summarize it as herding tigers. So I think it's critical for any organization that the organization has a strategy, that we understand who we are, what we're about, our purpose. And so I think a huge part of the role is working with the team, not just the leaders, but trying to get a feel from the whole organization and to set strategy for us as an organization. And that includes our vision and our mission, our values, which also sort of evolve over time. And then obviously a key thing is to ensure that the strategy is implemented. So what do we do to ensure that we're implementing the strategy? And so there's a big focus then on our policies, our procedures, our processes, and making sure that at all times and all seasons those align, so that the strategies we have are aligned and supported by our processes, and that they're working together. And then obviously it's measuring how we're doing. Are we actually fulfilling and achieving those goals? So how do we measure? And I think that's part of our monthly meetings, just looking at how we're doing, not just financial results. We look at a lot of non-sort of numerical factors as well to try and gauge how we're doing. And then obviously focusing on our team and our culture. So who are we as an organization? And I think that's probably where we spend a huge amount of time, is just ensuring that all the parts of the organization are well oiled and working together. We obviously multidisciplinary, and so we want a diverse team. I think we have a lot more to offer clients when our team is diverse and made up of a lot of different type of people. And so we probably spend a lot of time working just on what they would call today EQ, and emotional intelligence, which is really helping our team to understand how to engage with clients and how to engage with one another. So that's probably a summary of herding tigers. A lot of task-focused people, all driven in a direction. How do we get them all to work together to offer clients a seamless service?
And so, Peter, give me an idea of what maybe the toughest part of your job is. From how you would see it, herding tigers. Is it not getting bitten, or?
No. I think the people space is always the most challenging. It's the most rewarding, but probably the most challenging. And I think it's trying to recognize, firstly, where our clients at, and are we are we understanding clients' needs? And obviously every client is unique and individual. So are we developing a team of people who understand each client's unique individual requirements? And then, as I said, when you have 70 people or just over 70 people from very different backgrounds, diverse cultures, and each personality type, you have introverts, extroverts, as we've learnt a new term, ambiverts, and people from different planets in a way, trying to understand how we each function, which is quite a challenge for all of us. So that's probably the most rewarding space, but the one that requires probably the most time. So a huge part of a day is just spent ensuring that people are communicating well, understanding each other, that we all become self-aware of our own sort of characteristics that are often a strength, but sometimes also a frustration for others. So I think that's probably the space that requires the most sort of effort and intentionality, Rob.
Yeah. So I'm running out of time, but Pete, very quickly, maybe it's a team that you spend a lot of time on, but would you like to comment about the quality of our team? I know many clients will interact with some of them, but there's a lot of people here that they don't interact with. It'd be great to hear what you think of the quality of our team.
Well, I think we have a phenomenal group of people. We obviously very careful in terms of how we select team members. And so skills are something that are critical. You can't offer a high level service without technical skills, but I think it's people's qualities that are far more critical. And so when we're selecting, we don't just look at skills. We spend a lot more time and focus on the person's qualities to ensure that they would fit our culture. And I think we have an amazing group of people who are very humble on the whole. I think by nature most of our staff are mercies, and people who have a desire just to serve and work together. So we have a great quality team, and it's growing. I think the more we spend time developing the emotional intelligence or the EQ, I think it just gets stronger and stronger. And I think our role is to just continue to release the genius inside of each of our team members. I think that's part of our sort of goal and aim.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Well, Pete, thank you for giving us some time out of your busy day. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight into what really goes on behind the scenes that almost really does add value to you, maybe not in a tangible way, but definitely it's how it feeds through. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and join us next time. Bye-bye.